Annoying, bro. Wait, alright, bro. Alright, bro. That's nice. That's great. Yo, do we reclaim? Do we reclaim first presented fair value gap? I think we do. Oh, I thought we were gonna reclaim that first presented fair value gap with uh this candle here, 941. Oops. I said hello. Y'all didn't say nothing, bro. Likewise. So we reclaimed first presented fair value gap. What is this here? These eyes, bro. I hate how close this mouse, this touchpad on my laptop is to my left hand, bro. So inconvenient. What the hell? Do we sweep this to go higher? I don't think so. Hmm. Damn, we tapped that order block. on the 1 minute and 3 minute. Okay, so we came up to this 3 minute gap here. Also, the 50% of this 5 minute gap. Well, inverse fair value gap. So now I'm gonna wait for a pullback on the 1 minute since we didn't get that on first presented fair value gap. You said what? I don't have opinions or participate in conversations with people talking about other people when they're not here to defend themselves, so I don't really have anything to say. Yeah, I can't listen to that shit. That stuff, my bad. It's like we just haven't really gone anywhere. This is where we've gone. This entire between 9:30 and 10 o'clock, bro. What's gold doing? Same thing, kinda, sorta. Opened higher. What's do they open? God dang. Yeah, I foresee higher for sure on gold. I mean, maybe it is about to hit that 50%, but So it's like we reclaim first presented fair value gap with this move here, but then we see price come back down, right? And trade through it again. This is just bad, bro. I ain't lying, bro. It's just terrible, bro. It's just terrible, bro. It is 10 o'clock though, so let me mark this out. 10 a.m. silver bullet. Perhaps we may get that. Maybe. I'm gonna take a short here. Go for a 1 to 1.5. My entry 29.34725. 47 29.34725. 29.39625. 29.39625. TP 29.27350. 29.273.350. Risk. We'll round it up to 500. Expected RR 1.5 to 1. Model fair value gap entry model. And I'm gonna do all my other stuff after this trade pans out, however it plays out. Oh, that's weird. I got filled down here. I thought I was in this fair value gap. Whoops. I would suspect price shows respect to this. Continues making lower lows. clean up my chart. We got this 1 minute gap anchored to the 75%. This five, did I say 1 minute? I meant 5 minute, bro. Forgot I was on 5 minute. But this 850 is low key been holding. I ain't gonna lie. With the body staying above 50%. Dude, I've been on a freaking losing streak, gang. This market is so trash, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, dude. Whatever, bro. Whatever, bro. I did try to trade through consolidation. But I mean, I did what I was supposed to, though. Whatever. Bruh, can I not paste it, bro? Damn. I guess not, bro. It is annoying, bro. Dang, I can't even put my trade in there, bro. Like that's so crazy, bro. How y'all? And this is completely unrelated to this trading, bro. How y'all gonna speak? Like how y'all gonna act cordial with the dude and then in a group call be slandering, bro? Like nah, bro. That shit weak as hell, bro. Like, I'm just going through this. Nah, bro. That shit. That's a character thing, bro. That's that duplicity I be talking about, bro. How y'all gonna be talking about this and then treating him like that, bro? That's why I was like, bro, I don't know if y'all could hear the call, bro. They was like, oh, Isaac, what's your input, bro? I don't got none, bro. Y'all over here talking about mans while he not even here and he can't defend himself, bro. Like, don't try to invite me in that, bro. That's weird, dude. I'm a man, bro. I stand on all 10 of my toes, bro. You're not about to have me kneel down before the wicked one to curse onto somebody, bro. What? That's not cool, bro. That's not right, yo. Y'all weird for that. Y'all know y'all weird for that. Y'all know y'all weird for that. Dang. Low key, should I have waited for price to come back up to this 3 minute gap? Maybe. Alright, we targeted 29. See now we dropping lower, bro. I should have waited, fam. Maybe. I need to get off the 1 minute chart, bro. That's literally killing me, bro. Like it's going to clap my ears together, fam. This 1 minute chart's literally going to make me like, nah, never mind. Never mind, bro. 29,241. 29,241. 241. What was that? That was August 6th, New York low. Well, yeah, New York low. August 6th, New York low. Bro, I swear my trade playing out right now is so runts, dude. No, why was this an A plus trade, bro? Price action is so messy, bro. It's like, dang, bro. All right, first of all, let me do this, bro. Let me do this, bro. First of all, let me do this, bro. So price came up to this 15-minute gap. I had a 5-minute condition, which was also this 5-minute inverse fair value gap right here. Oh, type shit. Wait, was it? Yeah, was that? No. Oh, wait, actually, I lied. It wasn't that at all. Well, yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. See, price action like throwing me for a loop right now, dude. All right, now we come up to this 5-minute condition. Opens higher into 5-minute condition and 15-minute gap. 15-minute SIBI. 15-minute SIBI. Now, what else did we do? Bro, this laptop, bro. I don't wanna change that shit, bro. Move, bro. These damn pop-ups, bro. Annoying, bro. I'm getting frustrated, my nigga. I got people trying to involve me in BS and Discord, bro. I'm on a freaking losing streak, bro. I blew my eval yesterday, bro. I'm about to literally like can't focus, bro. All right. We reclaim first presented fair value gap, then see another inversion to the downside. Now we start to see some consolidation. Wait, actually, I just lied. Wait. First, then we start dropping lower, right? Then on the 3-minute, we come up and show respect. On the 3-minute, we come up and show respect. After moving lower, we retrace and show respect to a 3-minute imbalance. 3-minute SIBI. Now, after that, I wait for a price to show after that, I wait for a price to leave behind this imbalance right here. After that, I wait for a price. We get some chop, then I wait for a price to tag that imbalance. We get some chop, yet I still wait for a price to leave behind another SIBI for a price to retrace into that was my setup, bro. Result loss because what execution? Could I take this trade again? No, just because I executed through accumulation, but I was dumb. Biggest lesson from this trade: don't enter a position within within consolidation. Plain and simple. That's really it, bro. Get off these charts before they make me mad. What else do I have for y'all today? Oh, that's what I got for y'all today. That's what I got for y'all today, man. That's what I got for y'all today, man. Peep. Peep. James chapter 3, fam. James chapter 3, y'all. My brethren, let not many of you be teachers, knowing that we shall receive the stricter judgment. For in many things we offend all. If any man offend not in word, the same is a perfect man and able also to bridle the whole body. Behold, we put bits in the horses' mouths, that they may obey us, and we turn about their whole body. Behold also the ships, which though they be so great and are driven of fierce winds, yet are they turned about with a very small helm, wherever the pilot wants. Even so the tongue is a little member and boasteth great things. Behold, how great a matter a little fire kindles. And the tongue is a fire, a world of iniquity. So set is the tongue among our members, that it defiles the whole body and sets on fire the course of nature and is set on fire of hell. For every kind of beasts and of birds and of serpents and of things in the sea is tamed and has been tamed of mankind. But the tongue can no man tame. It is an unruly evil, full of deadly poison. With it we bless God, even the Father, and with it we curse men, which are made after the likeness of God. Out of the same mouth proceeds blessing and cursing. My brethren, these things ought not so to be. Does a fountain send forth at the same place sweet water and bitter? No. Can the fig tree, my brethren, bear olive berries, either a vine, figs? So can no mountain both yield, can no fountain both yield salt water and fresh? Who is a wise man who has understanding among you? Let him show out of a good conduct his works with meekness of wisdom. But if you have bitter envying and self-seeking in your hearts, do not boast and lie not against the truth. This wisdom descends not from above, but is earthly, sensual, and demonic. For where envying and self-seeking is, there is confusion in every evil work. But the wisdom that is from above is first pure, then peaceable, gentle, easy to be entreated, full of mercy and good fruits, without partiality and without hypocrisy. And the fruit of righteousness is sown in peace of them that make peace. This chapter of James speaks to the impurity of the tongue. We shall not speak in partiality, blessing the Lord while cursing man, those who are made in likeness of God himself. We shall not swear forward, nor curse unto men, those made in likeness of God himself. For the impure tongue, full of poison, is no better than a mouth without a tongue, unable to speak for eternity. That same mouth without a tongue is unable to praise and worship the Lord, nor pray and cry unto him. And as it says, closed mouths don't get fed. Closed mouths don't get fed. It also speaks to how man who doesn't offend in word is seen as a perfect man and able to bridle his body. That means he's able to restrain and control his own body, his own vessel, his own temple. Similar to how we put bits in a horse's mouths, in horses' mouths, and we are able to take control of them, make them obey us. Therefore, control of the tongue, control of the mouth leads to control of the body. This resonates with me personally because I'm someone who, I don't want to say I have anger issues just because I hate when people self-diagnose themselves with stuff. It's corny and it looks terrible on you, but it's like my ability to restrain and control my anger is very minimal at times. I speak harshly and rashly, and I do things that I regret. But I'm also not a very violent person either. So when I'm upset, especially with people, my greatest weapon is my tongue. And I say things that cut deep, things that I wish I could take back looking in hindsight. So it's like, I prayed this morning after getting into this word. I prayed to God for the ability to control my tongue and what comes from it, the words that it produces. For in the ability to control my tongue, I will then be able to manage my emotions better with time and patience and steady practice of taming my tongue. As it goes, there's power in the tongue, bro. And what you can't take back words. When you speak things into existence, that's a very powerful thing. The law of attraction, even if it doesn't manifest right away. The energy and the frequencies you put out into the universe, that's what's to be found in your heart, and what's found in your heart, the universe will align the earth and whatever is around you with it. If negativity resides within your heart and your spirit, you're a person that's likely to be, subject to and have to succumb to very negative things. And it's usually those same people who always wonder, why am I going through this? Why is this happening to me? Because they're not looking inward. What's at the roots? And what have you been feeding the seeds that you plant every time you speak negatively? In that same light, allow your speech to be the water to the seeds within you. But you also got to change what kind of seeds you're planting as well. Sometimes it takes for a gardener to dig up the whole garden because of one invasive plant. But in return, the garden will grow back 10 times more beautiful come the season for it to. And that speaks to God's timing. When it's time for you to reap what you sow, when it's time for you to bear the fruits of growth, hard work, hard inner work, hard external work, making sacrifices and doing good deeds for others out of appreciation and gratitude to the Lord, He'll reward you when he can see that He can trust you with increase, when you've built the capacity to hold more. And that's the part of this journey that I'm on right now, bro. I'm in the crucible right now, bro. And it hurts, dog. I ain't gonna lie. I've worked hard since I've been down here in Texas for a year. I haven't asked my family for nothing. I don't ask whatever, maybe one or two friends I have, I don't ask them for nothing. I get it on my own, but it's like nothing I have has been gotten on my own. Even just the strength and the courage and the resiliency, the spiritual and mental endurance to get up and to keep getting up and keep trying after failure, after failure, after failure, after failure. That's from God, bro. That's from God, bro. And no other but Him. And in return, I've reaped some rewards. I'm not perfect, so some of my actions have been self-sabotaging. But I've come to realize through this growth that God has put me here. God has sent me to a place in solitude and isolation for this under construction chapter of my life, so that I will have no choice but to see to it that I lean on Him and Him only. To know that He is the only one I need to lean on in times of desperation, in times of uncertainty, in times of struggle, in times of hurt, in times of pain, in times of seeking knowledge and wisdom. Because as the word says, where there is self-seeking, there is also evil. When you self-seek because you think you have it all figured out, you think you have all the knowledge and wisdom you need, when you walk with ego and pride, only wickedness is to follow that, bro. Is to come behind that, yo. So I just encourage you. I say all of this to say, not only to share my experience, but to tell y'all how this chapter, James 3, resonates with me, but to also encourage y'all to watch what you say. And even though it's hard, because the way we talk is habitual, the things we say we've been saying for months, years, the way our accents are developed as children, the way we respond to things has been developed since we were children. Years of layering within our voice box, years of layering in how we conduct ourselves with our tongue. Purity of the tongue is probably the hardest thing to achieve, but it can be done. just with practice. And that's one thing I vow to do, is to even if I'm not perfect within it and within my efforts, I vow to try and to pursue a better a better way of communicating my thoughts, my feelings, and myself verbally. So I encourage y'all to do the same thing. Don't allow your tongue to be the thing that curses man while also praising and worshiping and praying unto the Lord. God won't accept that kind of duplicity, for a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. So I leave y'all with that. I love y'all. God loves you more. I pray for a very healthy, fruitful rest of the week for all of y'all. And I will see y'all later. Peace.